My parents set up a family trust when I was 22. It covered everything: the house, their savings, investments, all of it. I found out about it at 36 at my father's funeral, and the moment the lawyer read the names listed as beneficiaries, mine wasn't one of them. 3 children in my family, 2 names in that trust. And I spent the next 6 months asking one question: was it an accident? It wasn't. Hold on, Lily's face, still. Then softly, this is what I found out and what it finally taught me about myself. I was the middle child, and I know everyone says middle children always feel left out, but this was different. My older brother Ryan was the firstborn, the one my dad coached in baseball, took on fishing trips, introduced to everyone as my son. My younger sister Cora was the baby. Sweet, soft, the one my mom dressed up and protected and worried about constantly. And me, I was just there. Not difficult enough to need attention, not young enough to need protection, not special enough, apparently, to need anything at all. I learned early that the way to survive in my family was to be low maintenance. Don't ask for much, don't make noise, handle your own problems. I got very good at it. I put myself through college, built a career, moved across the country, called home every Sunday out of obligation. My parents would talk about Ryan's new promotion, Cora's new apartment, and then ask me, how's work? Yeah, that was usually the whole conversation. I told myself it was fine, that I was the strong one, but strength and invisibility are not the same thing. It just took me a long time to understand that. My father had a heart attack in March. I flew home the same night I got the call. He passed 2 days later. I was in the room after the funeral. The lawyer asked the family to come in. I assumed it was standard paperwork, accounts, the usual things you deal with after someone dies. Ryan and Cora seemed calm, almost too calm, looking back. The lawyer explained the trust, when it was set up, what it covered. Then he listed the beneficiaries, Ryan's name, Cora's name. He kept reading. I kept waiting. He stopped. I asked him to repeat the list. He did. I looked at Ryan. He looked at the table. I looked at Cora. She looked at my mother. My mother looked at her hands. Nobody looked at me. That silence told me everything the document didn't. I went to my mother that evening, just the two of us. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just asked her, Mom, was it intentional? She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, your father felt you didn't need it. You were always so independent. Ryan has the kids. Cora has her health problems. You seemed fine. Fine. 36 years of being the forgotten one. And the explanation was that I seemed fine. Here is what nobody tells you about being the capable child. Your capability becomes an excuse. The more you handle on your own, the more people feel justified giving you nothing, because you'll be okay. You always are. You'll be fine. And maybe that's true, but it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean you didn't deserve to be chosen too. Lily sits back, lets that breathe. No rush here. Ryan called me a week later, said the family wanted to work something out, give me a portion voluntarily. I appreciated that, I really did, but I turned it down, not because of pride, not because of money, because I realized what I actually needed from my family was never in that trust. It was never the house or the savings account. It was to be seen, to be included, to have someone say, I know you matter to us too, and no voluntary payment after the fact with lawyers involved was going to give me that. So I said no, and I gave myself permission to grieve, not the inheritance, the family I thought I had. It's been 14 months. I still talk to my mother. We're not close, but we're trying, slowly, on my terms now. Ryan and I have had some honest conversations for the first time in our lives. It hasn't fixed everything, but it's something. And Cora actually called me crying one night and said she was sorry, that she had known about the trust for years and didn't know how to tell me. That call meant more to me than any inheritance ever could have. Here's what I want you to take from this. If you are the capable one in your family, the one who always manages, the one nobody worries about, your strength is not permission for others to overlook you. You are allowed to need things. You are allowed to be hurt. You are allowed to say, I deserve to be chosen too. The forgotten child doesn't stay forgotten forever. Sometimes, the act of finally telling your own story is the moment you stop being invisible. If you've ever felt like the forgotten one, share this. Someone needs to hear it. Subscribe for more real stories. Pin comment. Were you ever made to feel like you didn't matter? Tell me below. Your capability is not permission for others to overlook you.